Hey YouTube, what's up? Tom itself here, and I know I forgot to record the first half of this game, but trust me, you'll enjoy the second half anyway. Because what you see right there is what this gameplay is all about. Hip firing a submachine gun into people's faces who have no idea it's coming. The sneaky, close quarters SMG is a pretty typical FPS class. There are two general ways to use this class effectively. The first is to flank around enemies and get behind them. The second is to get in some high traffic areas and surprise people as they come around corners. I'm no pro, but sticking to a few general rules tends to make this work pretty well for me. But first, let's talk about the class a little bit. So for this role, one of the faster firing assault rifles, possibly an LMG, but really the typical way to do this is with an SMG. Next, the infantry ability from the hip. Let's face it, because you're going to be at close ranges and not wanting to take the time to shoulder your gun. It's the practical way to do things. And the other infantry ability that I'd say is really important is tactical reload. You're going to be in really close to the enemies and you don't want to get caught reloading when there's another guy coming around the corner. Finally, a silencer and ghost. They might not help out too much early on in your life, but as you keep going back and tracing over your steps in the same area, enemies will come back looking for you, and if they don't know exactly where you are, it's going to really help you build up a nice kill streak. Finally, the personal UAV sweep is pretty much a must. If you know a guy's coming around and you can pre-fire a corner or know to jump, surprise him, it's a huge benefit for you. Also, since the personal UAV only scans the area you can see of the minimap, it's most useful when you're in and around the enemies. Now, the class setup only goes so far in getting a good game. If you don't play the class to its benefits, it's not going to help you at all. This map also offers a lot of really nice ways to use the submachine gun class, just because there's lots of cover and you can really limit the lines of sight so that when you do see an enemy, you are already in submachine gun range. As you can see, I'm just working around the side of the house, shooting people in the side, shooting them in the back, and I guess if I have to, I can shoot them in the face. But there's a little something I did here that I'd like to point out. I'm watching the minimap as usual, and I can see there's a guy coming around towards A, so I turn around and take a shot at him. But here, I step back. Even though that's a bit longer range for my submachine gun, I step back behind the fence so that if someone was coming from where I had been, they wouldn't be able to get a shot on me. And from here, there's just a nice streak, and it feels like I'm just one step ahead of these guys. They don't know I'm here. I come around the corner, and I'm already hip firing into their faces. It happens so fast. I kill this guy, and I don't even think I've killed him. I'm worried about getting knifed in the back. But no, I dropped him that fast with a submachine gun like that. It almost feels like I'm the only reason they can't get to A right now, though I do have some help, and you may have noticed a buzzard saved my life earlier, and there's a teammate on a balcony back further behind me who's helping me out. But the thing is, I really can't go back into their spawn and tear things up, so I have to sit in between their spawn and the point they want to come to, and that's where I need to be to get a lot of kills. Also, on this smaller map, with 16 players on each team, there isn't a whole lot of map that's going to be unused, or where you would go and not expect to find someone. So it calls for a bit different sneaky, stealthy gameplay, using cover rather than flanking to really get the element of surprise, and that's what'll let you do this. Well, that's about game. I'm gonna be a little reckless here, kind of run into their spawn, get down to one bullet, decide, pull out the pistol and let's charge. Is he dead? Is he alive? I don't know, but that was a lot of fun. Wow, I actually would have liked to have had a little more time to talk. Anyway, that's game at 33-3. Don't know if that was a death at the end. I hope it was helpful if you're looking for tips. I hope you enjoyed the game, and thank you for watching. Oh, and I call this one Exploding Knife.